I need help. I need absolute help right now. Also, um, I don't even know. This is also my new main. You guys would think it would be Cora, but no, it's not. Clarence took her, and I'm gonna let you guys know something straight off the bat. Clarence took Cora from me, so I had to find a new anime crush, and I chose her, Toga, and I chose her as my main skin as well. So, ding ding. There goes me revealing myself now. But yeah, so Clarence and I 1v1'd a few times, and he beat me and um took Cora away. Basically, I don't mind. And then I found a new anime crush to like, so I chose Toga. Um, so she's also my main as well. Now I will say, if anyone comes onto the stream and to ask if they can join, they cannot. It's just like a little stream for me to play by myself for maybe an hour or two. I basically woke up from a nap, so that's why it sounds like I'm kind of irritated, but I'm not. I woke up to a long nap. Because I would get home or maybe around 4 something, and I did. So I took a nap for maybe 2 hours, and I woke up and I thought it was the next morning or the next day. And on Tuesday I got practice for graduation, and then I'm able to come home early. And I'm pretty sure I'm doing that. So tomorrow I am hopefully guaranteed to come home. If I do, then I'll probably go live, depending on it. No, did I turn that off? Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. Oh, shoot. I was gonna ask Clarence if he wanted to hop on today and to play, but I'm guessing he already did because I gifted him a skin as well on Fortnite, and I'm guessing he got on for maybe an hour or so. I don't know if let me see if I got any notifications from the one PlayStation as I was sleeping. I'm kind of glad that I'm appearing offline. Because I'm not trying to play with much people today. I'm really not. So, also my cousin Colin. You guys know Colin. Why am I telling him that why am I telling you guys he's my cousin? You guys should already know this. But me and him downloaded a game that we haven't played in a while, like a grave while. But I'm kind of thinking that I should not even play it or try to even play it. I should just tell him like ahead of time, like just find a whole different game to play, because he's thinking that I'm getting bored of Call of Duty, which I'm really not. I'm just like getting bored. I'm playing, you know, no offense, but kind of getting bored playing with him and his friends all day on COD. and everything else. So, because there's really nothing else to grind on except for like the normal level. So for me, I'm fine because I feel like I already got everything I need, except for if you know, a new like something comes around, then I'll understand to get it or whatnot. Try to do my best to get it. Calm down. Calm down. Dude came in, freaking like FBI open up. Jesus. Man, I ain't trying to take like. Now the problem is too. I've been being dragged around so much, so like I kind of took a break from YouTube for maybe like a day or so, because a lot of people like Dragon and Colin have been kind of like asking me if I can play, and it's kind of like I don't necessarily want to continue. You know, it's something with me that I feel like I want to play by myself for a bit and then play with friends, but that's what kind of was happening. Like I was being told every day, like Dragon and all of them, he wanted to play with me, and the only way he could get in communication with me is through the YouTube my YouTube videos comments. So that's mainly one thing that kind of has a problem on it. But some people just need to realize that I'm not gonna continue, you know, playing with the same people all the time. There's gonna be some times where I want to stay and play by myself. I don't know who mentioned it, but it was kind of like a stupid question in a way. I don't know if it was Colin or if it was someone else, but like they were like, I don't know, something. They were like, then why did you get a PS5 if you're not gonna play with friends? It's not all of it's, I don't know. Someone asked me that, like, and I had to answer it because it was kind of like a stupid question in a way. I told them like the main reason why, the other reasons of why I'm playing by myself is because I don't feel like playing with friends all the damn time. Like, there's sometimes where people can play by themselves. Always gotta have a friend to play. Especially, like, with Colin, sometimes he'll kind of tell you, like, you know, certain things and whatnot. I think there was, I'm not sure, but I think there was one time that Colin wanted to join up in the party or something, and I invited him, and, you know, he kind of got upset or something like that because I invited him and I wasn't gonna play with him. Now, let me just tell you that he deleted Fortnite because of the movement. You guys should already know that for some of the OG, some of the people who do watch. He deleted Fortnite because of the new movement that they released for Chapter 5. And he doesn't like it, so he barely played Fortnite anymore after that and deleted the game. So therefore, there's some games that I don't play, but I play Fortnite a lot more because it's a game that I haven't played in a long time because my PS4 overheating. You see what I mean? So because of me being able to play Fortnite, I'm gonna take an advantage of it. And I'm gonna be able to play Fortnite a lot more to the point where I feel like I want to play a different game. You see what I mean? But with, you know, Colin and all them. Oh jeez. Why are you hiding in a bush, buddy? Okay, wait. Hang on. You're gonna have fun with those people. Literally. When I say have fun with those people, I mean like literally have fun with those people. But yeah, like I said, I kind of told him off as well. No, I didn't tell him off. Where am I? Wait, I gotta think. Where am I? Oh, I kind of like got upset a little bit after what Colin told me. Like, yeah, he doesn't play Fortnite anymore. That's okay. That's not my main concern. My main concern is you only delete it because of the movement. I don't like the movement, but I still play the game. You know what I mean? I don't like the movement. I'm a different person. I'm not gonna mind. You know what I mean? So that's a little more different for him than it is me. But still, with me not liking the movement, I'm still gonna play the game. You see what I mean? Because it's just something that I play with friends and they play most as well. You know what I mean? There's a lot of friends that I have who play this game, so I'm not just gonna turn around and leave someone else just so that way you can be satisfied. You know what I mean? Now, if I have no one to play with on that day, I'm not gonna change. If I have someone to play with on that day, I'm not gonna change my plans just to play that game with you. You see what I mean? Like, that's just how sometimes people work. And that's exactly how I work. I'm not gonna turn around and turn on the person that I already made plans with and just to play the game with you. You see what I mean? And it's not just towards Colin. It's towards whoever else is always trying to play with me. You see what I mean? Let's say if like I've made plans to play with Colin on Call of Duty. There's some times where I make a mistake and I don't tell them that I already had a plan with that person, and I'll just go straight and play with them. You know what I mean? But however, I did have plans one time to play with Lucas, and I switched over to Call of Duty with Colin without not telling him. But no, actually I did tell him. But when Lucas got on, I didn't go back to Fortnite, but I did later down the road. So from now on, whenever I make a plan with somebody, there's not gonna be a thing that I'm gonna change. Meaning that I'm not gonna change my plans to go out and play with that person. You see what I mean? I'm dead, yo. You see what I mean, though? Like, I'm not gonna go from one person, and whenever you ask me, I'm not going to just take the time off from what I have with that person just to play with them. You know, see what I mean? I'm getting really sick and tired of that because I have someone probably behind my back saying, like, bro, like, I thought we were going to play or something like that. I don't want that. So, therefore, for now on, especially towards Colin, this is by far with me and Colin, too, because he asked me to play with him a little bit here and there, but he expects me to play with him sometimes. Whenever I have a plan, and Colin, I know sometimes you watch my stream, so if you do see this, whenever I'm planned with someone, don't ask me to play the game. I'll let you know ahead of time that I have plans with someone else, but don't expect that I'm gonna only play with them for a few matches and then hop off with them and get back on with you. What if the plan is a little more different? Like, what if I'm planning on playing with them for the rest of the night? I'm not trying to have someone get irritated behind my back, and then I feel bad for them later on that I didn't play with them that entire time, but I played with someone else. You see what I mean? So I'm gonna start kind of putting my foot down with some people because, I'm 18. I'm almost 19 in August. So therefore, my plans, my ways are gonna be a little more extra, which means if Colin asks me to play with him, and yeah, I'm already planning on playing with Lucas, I'll let Colin know ahead of time that I already have plans with him. But if Colin tries to say something like, you always play with him, why do you gotta play with then I'm gonna start putting my foot down and be like, well, Colin, listen, I'm gonna be as nice as I can, but yeah, we haven't played in a while, but I already made plans to play with Lucas, so if you wait, maybe I'll plan on a day to play with you. But I'm not going to turn my back on the person I already made plans with just to play the game that you want to play. Especially because I wasn't planning on playing that game, on forward. And I'm hoping that Colin understands it, and he might get upset, but then he'll understand like about it a little later down the road that whenever you make a plan with someone, you don't just break that plan. Or you can probably tell ahead of time if the person's about to get off. Like let's say sometimes where Colin says he has to get off soon, then I'll just tell the person, you know what I mean, or I'll maybe tell the person like, okay, well, how about this? We'll plan it a little later because Colin has to get off soon. So we'll just wait for a little bit. Especially, it will be a lot better when I graduate because Colin will have to go to school. So therefore, like if I make a plan or something with Lucas, I could just play with him during the day. And whenever Colin gets home or something, then you know something could be different. But if the clouds just turned black, oh, that's not good. Thunderclouds. But like I said, I'll Colin know if I'm playing with them for the rest of the day or for the rest of the time or the week or something. I'll let him know. And yeah, he'll get upset, but he'll get over it. There's getting. I'm gonna tell for people who do kind of do that, what Colin does sometimes. Because I know there's a lot of children. Sometimes there's a lot of kids watching. Sometimes there's a lot of adults. But for the kids who kind of do what Colin sometimes does, kind of like throws a fit because he can't get what they want, sort of. You guys are one day gonna have that as well, possibly. I mean, sure. Colin, he was born on a whole different year. I basically, I was there as he was growing up, so I know how Colin is sometimes. But with kind of like what I have, with a little bit of an anger issue, sort of, I'll still kind of throw an angerment at him as well. Because the two reasons to why I get irritated like that is because, first of all, I'm not going to sit there and be nice to him if he's going to be rude to me, because that's not what you get in life. You don't get that oh sure, Carl, you don't get that slap on the wrist for being nice, to being rude to someone. They're going to be rude back because they're trying to be nice to you as possible, so that way you don't run off and get upset or something. So that way you're not upset. But with some people, let's say I kind of have the problem with Colin a little bit, and I kind of have to like calm them down. My God, I kind of have to tell him like that we can plan on a different day or something like that. Me and him kind of wanted to play with each other a little bit, like yesterday, but we didn't because I went over to Mark's mom's place to have dinner with them for Mother's Day. So I had to kind of tell Colin about it. And then later down the road, Colin called me again, trying to get me to play with the game with him. And I was already on the road to go to Mark's house, so I was kind of getting annoyed. So I let him know ahead of time, like I'm on the way. He called me, he was like, "Where are you and what you doing?" I said, "I'm on the road to go to Mark's mom's house." And then it was either an error or a hang up on purpose by him. Probably trying to tell me that he was upset. Well, I'm sorry, but you should have already knew that we were leaving. I wasn't just gonna turn my back on Mark's mom's house. This was the first time, Clarence was actually gonna meet Mark's parents or Mark's family. So we went over there, I introduced him to the family, and that was it. I didn't hear from Colin ever since after that call ended. So, now the big question is, do I get annoyed when he hangs up? Sort of, but at the same time, when he hangs up, I kind of figure why he hung up. Because he either got annoyed that, I kind of was already on the way to Mark's mom's place. You know what I mean? So and Colin, I already know how you are sometimes. So don't think that I'm, talking smack about you or anything. I'm just kind of explaining how me and you have some certain issues and I'm kind of just trying to make the rules a little more easier for you to know about. So if I break that rule or something, then you can let me know like what happened to this or something, and I can try to find a way to reroute it. But there's some days that I won't play the same, like I won't play Call of Duty or I won't play Realm Royale or, you know, sometimes I don't play, sometimes whenever I feel like playing COD, I'll hop on there and if I see Colin on, maybe I'll invite him. Maybe. But right now, ahead of time, Colin right now thinks that I probably got bored of Call of Duty. I didn't get bored. It's just I don't want to play it every single day that much. And plus, I don't have anything to grind on. And plus, on the other hand, I want to play S&D. I don't want to play, you know, Warzone all the time. He said that Warzone's kind of his main game now. S&D's really kind of not the big buff thing in his mindset right now anymore. So after he told me that, I was like, okay, so basically what you're trying to tell me is that you're not a person to play, you know, S&D that much anymore, typically. So at that time, that spammed, I was like, okay, yeah, so apparently that's what he's saying, is that he's kind of fallen out of playing Search and Destroy. So I understand that. But I'm not going to, there was a plan that I had as well to play S&D. You know, if for the people who don't play COD, Search and Destroy is what it's also rivalry named, like for short, SD, because Search and Destroy. So, kind of for the small thing. I play Search and Destroy. I don't necessarily play Warzone all the time. I'll play it here and there, but like if I get irritated or something, I'll switch back over to, you know, SD. Also, I'm not gonna take, you know, a lot of time away from people who are older. So like, I'm kind of seeing what a lot of people are trying to tell me about. Like, I'm getting older, I'm gonna need people who are near my age to play with, instead of playing with like the younger people. And I kind of grew into that part as well. Now, don't think that that's something messed up. It's really not. For the younger adults like myself, it's kind of like something like that. You know what I mean? It's something to need to know on a hand. Like Lucas, he's near my age. He's 21, but he's near my age to play with and be the recommended person to play. You know, Clarence, he's 17 years old, and me and myself, he is close to my age. You see what I mean? So, like, with me playing with Clarence and Lucas, they're near my age, or, you know, Clarence is near my age because he's 17, so he's 1 year younger than me. But it still fits the picture of playing with him a little more because I'm a young adult as well. But Colin will kind of come around to thinking that as well. Like, right now he can't because he's just more focusing on playing with that one person. But I will say that I'm not always the go-to, because sometimes I have that open, you know, feelings, or not open feelings, but like open. Like, sometimes I want to play by myself, sometimes I do want to play with friends. If I don't, then I'll kind of get bored. I'll play by myself, but I'll get bored as I'm playing. And then after like 1 or 2 matches of playing by myself, then there's a big picture there, and so, you know, you say oopsies, and you kind of fall out of the picture of playing the game with a lot of people. You see what I mean? So like, no one should take it so wrong for an adult to play, like a young adult, to play with friends, because it's really not. So for all the people that I've met throughout the years, like the fans or something like that, I know I added a few fans as well in my account's lifespan, but I barely played with them afterwards, because you know, they either went off and played with their friends afterwards and already got their game time with me, or as a fan to be able to play with a YouTuber. It kind of kicked off a spark in their mind, like, okay, I already played with a YouTuber, time for me to go play with my friends again. To play back with my friends, or if that's how you could say it. I can't even speak today, though. But yeah, like I said, I don't have a problem playing with people who are younger than me. I even told my mom I don't, and it's not like I cared about playing with the older people. I don't, because there's sometimes, you know, where I want to play with the young and the old, play with the older people and play with the young people a little bit as well. But when you're constantly playing with those people, now Lucas, I haven't played with him since last night basically, and then I fell asleep, and I'm not on the game with him right now, am I? So therefore, there's one thing, I'm not gonna go and call him to play with me, because either one, he's out doing something, or two, he's wanting to play by himself. There's two reasons why I will not call him, and some of the young people who might watch this YouTube, including Colin, do that first. If you feel like they're on the game, call them. If they already told you that they're playing with someone, or if they're not even home or at the game, then don't try calling back yet until maybe a little later when you think they're maybe on or not. So it's just something to you gotta realize with adults, is that you kind of want to associate with them a little bit. You want to kind of be like, don't call them so many times to the point where they're not gonna play with you. Because there was one time I was out. There was one time I was out getting food for myself. Me and Clarence were both out, and the man just kept spamming me, like spam texting me. It was getting on my nerves. You don't do that. When I already told you once or twice that we're about to go on a walk or something, you need to realize I'm not getting on the game straight off the bat. I even told him, I didn't tell him I was going on a walk, so he was unaware of that, but I told him I was offline. You do not spam someone to try to get on to play with them, or to play with you. So therefore, if you continue doing that, then they're not going to want to play with you anymore, because you're spam texting them, and when they told you once or twice that they were going to play with friends, or they were going to hang out with friends. I had Clarence over on that day. I had Clarence yesterday, and that's when Colin kind of got annoyed. But still, you spam call, spam text, or you text them so many times that they have to answer. Because you already should already know. You don't need to ask why they're off. Maybe there was a problem that happened within the family. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know I'm explaining this to younglings and stuff, and they don't probably understand, or maybe they do understand. But to the people who don't understand, and hopefully, Colin, if you watch this, you understand as well, because I'm speaking to you as well, including as the young ones that have his cousins and do the same thing. But if you're gonna contact somebody, do it the appropriate way and call them. They don't answer, then leave them a text message where they can get back to you later. Don't continue spam calling them or spam texting, because maybe they're in a certain situation. Maybe they got pulled over or got stopped by the cops, and you're trying to text them to get on, let you know to get on. Now, I sure in hell would not be happy if Colin called me when I got stopped by the police. If Colin called me rapidly as the cops were pulling me over or stopped me and they're talking to me or arresting me, and I was able to be set free without going to jail, and I saw that, I would not want to speak to that person for that long. Because you should be able to call them once, and then later on call them again to let them know, like, hey, I'm not even home, or I'm maybe stopped by the cops or something. Like, you don't rapidly text them and be like, oh yeah, well, when are you going home and blah blah blah. Like, I'm bored and stuff. Okay, there's sometimes where I get bored, but I don't spam call them either. You know what I mean? So kind of set it in for a minute, like, to kind of realize that if someone's maybe stopped by the police, just leave them a voicemail or something. You might say you know to do that, but you really don't. For the people who spam call people. I should know because I used to be that person as well. I should, I would normally call someone or text them like, yo, when are you hopping on, or blah blah blah. Is this person just gonna sit there and be rapidly annoying? Yeah, and wait. And you still died, bro. Really? Don't sit in a bush like that. That's the death. That's a death wish. And then you're gonna get annoyed. You're gonna, that's a death wish right there, dude. Don't ever do that. I literally just accidentally drink that. But like, I sometimes get annoyed with that. You know what I mean? Like, you let me know when you're about to hop on, or let me know by text mail or text message. Like, do you want to hop on or something? I'll let you know. I'll try to get back to you later. But if I'm like busy, if I want to hang out with people by myself or something, I'm not gonna turn around and just play with you because of you being bored. That's not how the world works, because whenever I'm bored, I don't get what I want either. I'll call someone and they won't even be on. Medallions here. No, that's probably why too, is because it's close to circle. I had to go upstairs. Dude, they just started raiding the place. Holy crap. They raided the crap out of this place. I'm still hiding right here. Screw that. What I just encountered right there was just a straight psychopath war. Bro, like I was trying to say, because before that war just started blistering out. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that it's just kind of, sometimes for an adult, whenever you're trying to text an adult or maybe a young adult who knows kind of like who to play with or whatnot, they're gonna ask you to either calm down or they're gonna ask you maybe later to play. Because they're not gonna text you and be like, don't spam call them. There's two there. Bro. Lead. Lead. The guy with the wings, I don't know if that was him. That might have been. I don't see wings though, so they probably walked away or something. Nope. No, you know what? He probably did drop the wings because they're up there on the top. He probably used them. They're trying to get to me for a second. Alright, I'm gonna have to get the circle. Screw if I run into someone. Now I'm kind of getting tired of being stuck here. They're right up there on the top. Yep. They just lost the crown. Ugh. And Karma should already know me. I don't like being spammed, especially if I'm already playing with someone who's already near my age and I'm playing with them already. I'm not going to waste my time with them just to so that way you get some, you know, time to play with me. Like, I'm sorry, but there's a thing personally called like try to be social. Don't sit there and always get an attitude with somebody because it's not gonna work. It will not work. If you give someone an attitude, it would probably more than likely tell them like not to play with you. Like their mindset will kind of be like, don't even play with them. Since they want to give you this attitude, then don't even play with them. That's how my mindset is. Like if you're rude to me, I'm not gonna speak to you because you're either being rude, you're gonna be rude to me, then I'm not gonna speak because therefore you don't deserve to play with me because you want to be rude. Also, by the way, I'm kind of irritated that that just happened. I had like, what, 9 kills maybe that match? No, maybe either 9 or 10 that match. 9. I thought I had 10, but I guess not. No, because I didn't kill that dude. How long have we been live for? 37 minutes. I'll probably end up ending stream now because, you know. I'll be, tomorrow though, for Tuesday. All I've been doing is going in for practice around maybe 9:30 in the morning. And then I'll get picked up, and then I think I'll go live in the morning, so when I get home. But thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe, stay peaceful, and I'll keep you guys in the next one. Stay safe, stay peaceful. Womps out, or at Womps, at YT Womps Toga or something, whatever the hell you guys want to call me. There's 2 names that you can go by, but